Okay, we're nearly there. Nearly there.
Well, and once you're live, people need to be informed, right?
Yeah. Okay. And we're away.
Are we ready to go?
We are.
All right. Well, welcome everyone. We're so glad you're here. And as we say every single week and every single time, whether you're here live with us on Facebook, whether you're here on Zoom, whether you're watching on YouTube, no matter where you are, thank you for being here. And whether you're watching the replay too in any one of those places. Welcome to Wellspring Live, because what we're doing here is the idea, the hope, the wish that you are inspired, you feel some guidance, some support in manifesting your spiritual business at whatever level you wish right now. Because a wellspring is an inexhaustible source of anything, as I've said before, not just water. So it's our desire here to encourage you, to support you, and open you up to this wellspring of possibilities in creating the thriving practice, business of your dreams that's really right-sized for you. And that's something I really love to stress, is this idea that out in the world, there's so much, I'm going to say noise, business noise, marketing noise, all of that about how big your business should be, how many people should be on your website, how many followers you have to have on social media, and it can create a lot of pressure and stress. So the idea is when you start really, in a sense, giving yourself permission that I'm going to create the business of my dreams, no matter what size it is, because some of you are dreaming about creating a business that really can fully sustain you on every single level. Some of you are creating a side gig business, right? Something that you're going to keep your regular full-time job for all the reasons you might, but you want to grow a side practice, something that you might do in the evenings and the weekends. Because more than anything else, it's time for all of us as light workers to step out, reach your people, find them, and be able to serve them in a way that is so soul satisfying for you. And then allowing you and all the people you work with to abundantly thrive. So whether you're an energy healer, a shaman, a metaphysician, some kind of paradigm shifter, or life coach, it's time to stand up, boldly show yourself to the world, and feel that your message that wants to come out from you, which you feel, that it's time and you can boldly go out and shine that way. So today our topic is, and I thought it was kind of fitting, I know we're not quite at Halloween, but your business is alive. So, and the big question that goes with it is, have you spoken with your business recently? Have you interacted? Have you connected? Have you allowed your business to support you? That's our topic. But let's just take a few steps back here, because the truth is, whether you're creating your business or whether you have your business and you want it to be more abundant or successful, or you want to take it to the next level. Sometimes we have our business a certain way and we feel like we want to get more specific. That could be the next level, is more specific. You may want to move from one-to-one sessions to working with groups of people. You may want to take things online that you've always done in person. No matter what it is, no matter where you're at in your business journey, the truth is, for most of us as entrepreneurs or solopreneurs especially, we feel like this is my business. I created it. We feel that our business and ourselves are one and the same. And some of you have heard us talk about that before, because see, you created your vision and your business out of your ideas, right? You had that inspiration, that draw to learn something or do something or offer it to the world. And so your business birthed out of you. So you feel like, well, my business is me. We're one and the same. Okay. And part of this also is that you're the one who went out into the world and you learned maybe a healing modality, maybe an energy healing thing you've learned. Maybe you've learned to do astrology, tarot cards, massage, the Akashic records, mediumship, life coaching. Or you might be somebody who's blended a whole lot of those together because you've learned a lot, which there are a lot of you out there that way. And you may be actually creating physical products of any sort, dream journals, jewelry, artwork of many different sorts. The reality is that you put in the energy on so many different levels to develop your gifts and talents that you are wanting to share with the world, right? So again, it's easy to feel like, well, my business is me because I've studied, I've learned, and how I'm helping people is coming from me. You also know that you're the one who will have to figure out how to share your work in the world. To maybe as simple as, how am I going to take payments? How am I going to offer my one-to-one sessions? How are people going to connect with me? You're the one who might be sitting down at your computer and writing your book and then getting your book out into the world. You're going to be figuring out maybe a website, setting up your physical office or your virtual office, maybe a treatment room or an art studio. You're going to be doing all of that. And for some of you, when it comes to giving your business a name, it might be something creative and inspired, but it might even be your own name. How many of you have seen people with businesses out in the world where their name is their business? So it's very easy for us to say, well, my business is me. There are also many aspects of creating and sustaining and growing a business to the next level that you might not have any clue about, right? So if you're listening to this live or online, how many of you feel that? Like, I feel this business, I know I want to get to the next level. I know maybe even some things I need to do, but I have no idea how to get there. I don't have that in my superpower bag, or I haven't learned it, and you might not be able to be in a place to hire people to help you with that. So you might not have any idea how to tackle social media and all the algorithms you hear about it, or keep track of your finances in your business so that your accountant at the end of the year is happy with you, or even how to set up successful systems in your business for it to flow. So you're probably getting this idea that it makes sense that you feel your business is you and you have expertise in areas, and also you don't yet have expertise in areas. And what happens with that when we're in this place is we end up feeling alone. Raise your hand if you've ever felt like, I'm all alone in my business. I have the weight of the world of my shoulders around my business. And the idea of, if I'm successful, it's all up to me. And if I'm not successful the way I want, it's all up to me as well. So you just feel like the success and failure of your business is all, again, resting on your shoulders, carrying this big backpack of weight with us. And I felt that too. Listen, I felt that too. We can all relate to this. And with this is you can feel vulnerable for the success of your business, because maybe you don't have a business advisor or a success strategist or a website designer or a social media guru on your team yet. And maybe you will, maybe you won't. You know, the size of your business will determine all that. But here's the reality. I know I'm pushing into a lot of things that might feel hard right now, but I'm really trying to make a case that you really want to not feel alone in your business. So bear with me on this. So, because I've seen many, many spiritual entrepreneurs literally holding themselves back from either beginning or growing to the next level of their business because they feel so much pressure to get it right. And part of that is because they feel like they need to go alone. Okay, so how many of us are ready for that silver lining? Let's get to that. So Brenda says, I can feel my business, but I'm still nervous and putting it and myself fully out there. Yeah, it takes some sophistication to do that and some energetic awareness to do that. And more than anything else, here's my tip. You don't want to go, if you feel like, oh, I have this big potential impact in my business, here's what you do. Feel that, but always chunk it down to what am I aligned with getting out? How am I aligned with getting out right now? Just today. Just this week. That's all you need to do. Feel your big, I've said this before, our BHAG, our big, hairy, audacious goal. Feel that. But you don't have to get there in one step because we will be scared of that. We're not in vibrational alignment to it yet. Why? We know we're not because we're not there. So the reality is we don't need to shove it aside. All we have to do is say, oh, I'm not there yet. But what am I in vibrational alignment to? And then you put your toe out the door. You don't have to get your whole body out the door. Just get your big toe out based on being in alignment to that. That's a little bird walk based on Brenda's comment. But so here's the silver lining to all of this is you are not your business. Your business is literally energetically separate from you. That's my pregnant pause to let you really take that in. Because I know some of you, whenever you listen to this, are going to have a little bit of resistance to that. And this is even true that your business is separate from you, even if your business is your name. When you had this vision to create your business and you put it into action, you literally created and birthed a new energy. It's connected to you for sure, but it is not you. Just like think about if you've had a child or if you know anyone who's had children. That child came through them, but it is not them. Okay. So now why this is a good thing. I want you to hear this as a great thing. I think it's like the best thing ever to understand and know this. It's because as you begin to see that your business is separate from you, you can begin to realize that number one, your business can be a support, an advisor, a guide, a mentor. In all those ways that you're craving right now. Because if somebody said to you, I want to give you a business advisor, I want to give you a cheerleader right now, you would of course say yes. So you can begin to tap into and interact, feel and relate to your business as this beautiful, valuable, confidant and guide. The way I look at it is you and your business are this really powerful duo. So imagine that, imagine your business standing there with you. And it already is energetically there. And so when you learn to interact with your business, to chat with your business, to receive guidance from your business, it allows you to feel more confident and grow. Because your business has wisdom, it has energy and advice to share with you. And here's what it is. It ranges from very practical, grounded, no nonsense, do this today, or do this week, or this is your next step, to very esoteric and visionary. It can go there, just like you can too, right? You as a spiritual entrepreneur have very grounded parts of your day. Listen, we all do, right? Grounded parts of our day is we need to take care of things in our home. We need to feed our body, drink enough water, take the dog for a walk, take the trash out, clean your toilet, all of that we're all doing one way or another, right? So that's the grounded part of the day. And you as a human are that way. But then you have your very visionary, esoteric, uplifted, connected moments, right? You're all of that and everything in between. And so is your business. So Paul and I, for years, have collaborated with our business, Soul Genesis, and it has made a huge difference in the choices we've made. And Paul, when I'm done in a second, if you want to chime in, please do. You know, it's made a difference in our choices, what we've done, what we've said yes to, even what we've said no to, opportunities that have come along, or one of us might have kind of a new idea, and then we run it by our records. I mean, our business.
Yeah, and it's quite often, you know, we would say we geek out on like Friday nights, where we would get our questions together and then go to separate rooms and then go into the business's records, and then when we get the answers, come back and share it. And honestly, we've done this for years and got pretty much only one or two times we've got slightly different answers. Other than that, they've been within interpretation realms, basically the same answers, but it's been powerful guidance for us. And so it's really helped us make decisions, from simple decisions to, you know, really major decisions. And it's been really powerful. I highly recommend it.
Yeah, and sometimes we don't even go to separate rooms. I know sometimes we're both sitting on the bed in the evening, right? And we're sitting like elbow to elbow, knee to knee, cross-legged on the bed, and we're both opening the records and just sitting there like that too. So it's been really fun and very meaningful for us. And because we really haven't for years. I mean, Paul and I met 12 years ago this month. So, and as soon as we met, we started doing business together. And the truth is that we don't make moves or choices in our business without connecting with our business and getting input from the intelligence and the wisdom source of Soul Genesis. It's been invaluable. Personally, I will never do business without including my business's input. You know, it's one of those things like you can't go back. Once you know, and you can't go back. So how do you connect with your business? It's a big question. I'm sure that's on anybody's mind, everybody's mind. I can hear you thinking, okay, Holly, I'm bought in. I love this idea, but how in the heck am I supposed to get to this into this incredible conversation with my business? And hopefully you know me by now. I'm going to give you some suggestions for a starting point. Okay, it really is a process and an opening. So here's the first suggestion of two that I'll share with you today. We're just going to begin with this idea of opening up to the idea and the energy that your business is its own entity. For some of you, that might be a big stretch, but just open up to, well, maybe that's possible. And if you feel aligned with it, then spend some quiet time just centering yourself, grounding yourself. You know, you might say it's meditative, but just being quiet, closing your eyes down, dropping into your heart, feeling yourself in your body, and then expanding your energy once you're connected into your body to create just a heart-centered connection with your business. And you say, well, how do I do that? Just feel yourself in your heart and feel the energy of your business. It's there. So just assume I'm creating this energetic connection with my business. So feel yourself with your heart open, creating this beautiful energetic connection with your business as a separate being from you. Even if you need to visualize a body of energy in front of you or on one side or the other of you, feel the energy of your business. And as you sit down and do this, give this a bit of time to grow and develop. And my suggestion is to do this regularly. This isn't like a one and done thing. It's like if you haven't developed a one-to-one relationship with your business yet, you want to keep doing this. Just like any person you'd meet, you don't have the deepest, most intimate relationship when you first meet them, right? It grows over time because you spent time together and you've shared. So that's the same thing with your business. So, and as you do this, as you do and you feel connected. Yeah, I love that. A regular business energy date. Yes, absolutely. That's beautiful. Right. Put it in your calendar. I'm going to have a date with my business. Love that. And as you do, as you're feeling connected, the first stage that I would recommend, instead of going barreling in and saying, okay, I need, the answer to my most extreme, most amazing business right now, give it to me all. what you want to start doing is just start sharing with the energy of your business what you already know, what your dreams are. Maybe even what you think are your next steps. Begin sharing. And anything else that comes to mind for you. You could talk about what's been hard, what you're excited about, who you really want to serve that's lighting you up. And then after you've done that for a while, and when you feel comfortable with that, and you're starting to, excuse me, feel confident in that connection and feeling the energy, then begin asking your business for some input. Now, here's my suggestion. Again, I can't emphasize enough. We want to go with the biggest thing, don't we? But, excuse me. Excuse me. The most effective thing in the early stages of this is start small. Such as asking your business, what's one or two things that you can focus on successfully today? You may have your list that's this long with 40 items on it, more than anyone could ever do in a day. But ask your business, what should I focus on and feel accomplished with today? What can I do so that by the end of the day, I feel victorious? And so ask for those little tiny bits of information. Then the key is to, when you feel that you have your awareness anchored into what your business is suggesting, then follow through and do it. That anchors in and expands and deepens your connection with your business. And this is giving you this possibility of allowing this energetic relationship to grow. And you're really going to get to know your business as this beautiful energy being that you birthed. Yes, you birthed it, but it actually has wisdom, advice, and support for you. Okay, so let me know what you think about that. And maybe some of you have already tried this, but if you have, share. We'd love to hear. Everyone would love to hear. So here's suggestion number 2. And for some of you, this is not going to come as a surprise because you know us, is one way to connect very deeply with the energy of your business is by using the Akashic records. Because if you're familiar with the Akashic records, yes, you have an Akashic record. You do. And your business has one too. Your business is a separate being. Your business has an Akashic record. Yay. And you can begin to learn how to deeply connect and receive from your business via the Akashic records. And as you learn to do this, you'll learn how to ask questions and receive guidance. And you'll begin to know and feel that you really aren't alone in your business anymore. You have that confidant that you've been waiting for, who you can cry your eyes out to if something isn't working or you feel stuck or blocked, anything like that. You also will begin to feel like you have an advisor, or you have a companion or a partner who has advice that can be very practical, timely, and grounded. And as I've already mentioned, you can also receive support in making decisions, seeing what options and opportunities are the best for you. And also so that you can receive confirmation maybe that you're on the right track, right? Because you're going to have great ideas, inspirations that are the right things for your business. And so as you begin interacting with the Akashic records of your business, you might also hear, great idea, you're on the right track. And now, why is that important and why is that helpful? Because then you have the confidence that what you're doing is going to take you where you want to go. You're not going to vacillate. You're not going to wobble at all when you have confirmed and your business has confirmed, yes, this is the right thing to do. Go on that podcast. It's really going to help you. Or write that blog on that topic, or whatever opportunities and ideas that are coming to you, then you move forward with confidence and clarity. And that's how you create that momentum. Because very often we think, oh, maybe I could do that and that and that. What about this? And what about that? How many of you have more ideas than you can possibly do? I know I do all the time. I have so many ideas all the time, and I can't put them all into action. So how do I decide and decipher? Okay, I've got 1,000 ideas here. All of them feel good, but then I can go into my records. I can go into the Akashic records of soul genesis and say, based on all of these, which one should I do right now? We're not necessarily throwing all the other ideas away. What we're doing is saying, this is the next right one for right now. And we've had it confirmed. Our business is confirming it. And then we go full steam ahead. Again, those other ideas that are there waiting for their right time. So that's what we do. And I'm curious if any one of you have tapped into the wisdom and guidance of your business. And if you already have, let us know, share in the comments. How do you do this? So that you might be a major inspiration for somebody else, or give somebody an idea that they hadn't thought about. Because when we could write a very exhaustive list, you know, some people use, I'll use this as an example because I have them here. Sometimes people use oracle cards to help them get guidance. They use pendulums. There are just so many different ways to be able to interact and get the guidance for yourself. What do you use? And how does it feel for you also to start opening up to the idea that I can start asking and receiving guidance from my business? The other thing here's my other question. This is a really fun question, I think. If you were tapped into your business right now, what would be the first question you'd ask today? What's top of your mind right now today for you? What's that first question you'd love to ask? And I'm giving people time to type it into the different chats wherever you are. And also share with us, what do you think and feel about this idea of relating to your business as its own person, as a separate being? Does it feel inspiring, or does it instill some hope and opportunity, maybe some optimism? How's that feel? So Genevieve says, I like creating an energetic room with 2 chairs and have a conversation. I love that. And, you know, this also works, by the way, if you have any projects within your business, right? So maybe you have a program you're developing that's a subset of your business. Maybe you're writing a book. Maybe you're creating products to go with other parts of your business. If you have departments or aspects of your business that are very clearly defined, you can tap into the wisdom and intelligence of the whole business, but you can also tap into, like, just say you're writing a book, you can tap into the energy of that specific item, the book, for example, if you've started writing it. So while I'm hoping more people are going to type into the chat, and if you're watching the replay, feel free to still type in the chat. We still see them later. And this brings me to my segue also, because in case you haven't seen it yet, starting this weekend, it's the first of 2 weekends, not in a row, there's some time in between, that Paul and I are going to be teaching Your Victorious Business. And it's a way we're literally teaching this weekend the beginning course in how to work in the Akashic records for yourself and your business. And so it's 4 hours each day this weekend, and then 1 in November, 4 hours each day. And you'll be able to learn to work in the records for yourself and your business, have tons of guided experience, receive a lot of ideas and experience working in the Akashic records of your business for you to feel supported, create the momentum, create a vision, all the important things around your business. And so it's kind of like this container for you to really grow in this deep connection, for you to feel that all the investment that you've done in all your business tools and everything, you want to magnify all that investment by knowing how to really work successfully with your business so that you have more clarity, efficiency, inspiration, all of that in your business. Because as I said, in this course, you will learn what the Akashic records are and how to work in them. And some of you may already have experience with that. That's fine. But how do you create this soul aligned? Should have brought water here today. I'm sorry. Creation of your soul aligned business, and how you can create your vision and then manifest it in a successful step-by-step way. We're going to talk about, what do you do when you feel stuck, afraid, blocked, insecure, or unclear? What do you do? We're going to talk about that and how to use the Akashic records to get you past that. And just overall, how you can move into a new manifestation paradigm of success in your business. So if this feels like the right thing for you, you don't have to have prior experience in the Akashic records. It's okay. You'll learn everything there. And Paul's going to pop in the chat, or he already has. Thank you, Paul. Of course he has. He's always on it, right? So that he's popping up the link. And the link is to find out all the details. What are the weekends? What are the times? So you can see if you're available, and then also the cost and what you're learning. All of that is at that link. So you can read that. We'd love to welcome you to this course if you want. Now, if you are already committed on some of those days and times, please don't worry. We are recording it. So for example, if you have a commitment this weekend and you can't make it this weekend, you can still register. What you'll do is get the replays, and our next meeting isn't until the first weekend in November. You have plenty of time to digest and practice and go through everything that went on in the first weekend so that you're ready to go and feeling confident for the second weekend. And the same thing would be if you already have a commitment on the second weekend, don't worry, be here the first. And then you'll get the replays the second time around. All right. So I hope to welcome you to that course as well. I feel like it's so empowering, and I'm really passionate for anyone in any kind of business, but especially for those of us who are the light workers, the spiritual visionaries, the people that are holding like that next level of support and growth for all your people. You want to do it in a way that you're not holding yourself back, where you feel like you have what it takes to move forward. And if you run into something, I still run into things all the time, but I know I have a way to support myself through it. So any other last minute comments or feedback? Love to hear it. If not, thank you for being here. Thank you for watching and participating. And I'm holding a vision for you all to have the magnificent practice, business, and at that inspired level that lights you up every single day. Now, the next 2 weeks, I'm going to be not here live. The next 2 weeks, one, I'm going to be visiting my son and his family in New Hampshire, and the next week, my other son and his family will be actually here at the house. But don't worry, there's still going to be something posted on those 2 Fridays, just not live. And then after that, we'll be live again. So many blessings to all of you. Have a beautiful, blessed day, and I look forward to connecting with you soon. Bye-bye.